Test. There we go. How about now? Do you guys hear me now? Let me know. Give me that mic check. Awesome. All right. Good stuff, man. Great, 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 great. Yeah, little setting here on the OBS. I don't know what happened there. I don't know, man. These machines, they just overnight, they just change settings on their own. I feel like somebody comes into my office and just changes my settings. Anyways, so thank you guys for joining this morning. Happy to have you on here. Just looking now at some of the scans here. PROG, monster move. Lucid, big move. We talked about Lucid 6 to 60. It made the move. What I'm not a huge fan of right now is that, you know, a lot of these have made the moves in pre-market. Yeah, the gremlins, exactly. The gremlins come in here at night and make, like, change all my settings, and it happens often. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I don't know why that keeps happening, but all good, all good. So yeah, guys, a lot of these make the move overnight, pre-market and stuff. That kind of sucks, but we'll see. You know, maybe they'll reset themselves. Maybe they will give up, you know, a pullback, something that one can actually trade. So we'll see what happens here. So do you guys have any tickers you want to go over real quick before we start jumping into the scans? Auto updates, yeah, I hate them. I try to have most of them actually like disconnected, I guess. I don't know. I toggle that off so that I have to physically, like, it'll alert me of an update, but then I have to physically go in there. But I'm sure some of them auto update on their own anyways. I'm sure about that. All right, guys, so let me start getting ready to go through the scans here. I know everyone is itching to talk about Prague, but before we do, PayPal. Well, before even PayPal, do me a quick solid and smash that like button for me. It really helps out with the channel. I try not to ask too much because I know it's, you know, it's kind of annoying, but I'll have to. I have to. So throw those likes on there, please. Really helps out with the algorithm. That's what YouTube wants. So we got to give it what it wants so the stream can live on and grow. PayPal here. I'm watching PayPal, honestly. If it holds this gap entry point here at 212, I'm going to look to get long this PayPal for a move for that gap fill. Because I think this sell-off on PayPal is a little exaggerated. All right. The beast. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think this move on PayPal is a little exaggerated. So, you know, maybe move back up here to 224, 220 is in order, at least. So I might look to start a position in this one here. I'll be buying the stock itself, not options. But you know, you can always look at the options. But yeah, if we hold this 212 area, I'm definitely going to be looking to get long some PayPal. See if we can get this move back up here towards 224.09. Thank you, Joanne. So yeah, this is a heads up on that. That's what I'm watching on PayPal. Now, Prague, what everyone is looking for. Yesterday, we've been in the Discord. We've been nailing Prague since that move, basically. I'm trying to make the circle bigger into 4, but to the $4 zone, but it's not letting me. There we go. So we've been nailing it throughout that move. I missed the last 2 days on Prague, so it's kind of sad, but we did call it out really nicely in the chat room in the Discord, and people really nailed that one yesterday off of this move here in the morning. After I was done with my Facebook trade in the morning, the room really nailed this move here, with holding on to a little piece for the extension towards 5, because 5 was the final target. That was a really, really nice trade. Now, does Prague still have room? Yeah, absolutely it does. But I feel like it's already taking the trade away from us because of the overnight move here. This is a big gap up already. $6 was going to be the next zone to watch on Prague because of, well, this resistance back here. So let me start erasing some of these older lines, clean this chart up a little bit. There you go. Now let's zoom in back here. And there's your $6 zone. You could see it was resistance here. Okay, it was resistance there. A little bit of support in there. A little bit in here. Whoops. A little bit in there. And it was resistance as well back here. So that $6 zone could provide a little bit of chop because as you can see, we've traded through it and under it within a very short period of time, short period, quote unquote. Okay, but that 620 area could provide also a level for potential support today if we can get up and above it. Otherwise, let me erase these circles to clean this up a little bit. Otherwise, you're probably looking at this 580 zone. It's just in a nasty little choppy area, you know? That's why yesterday, my final target on it was $5, you know? That was my final target on Prague yesterday. Can it move? Can it make a move towards 8? Absolutely it can, especially if we have a boatload of shorts in there and all of a sudden this stock doesn't break down, they start covering, more buyers start to come in here and you get that snowball effect, which will be the short squeeze. Yeah, absolutely that can happen. And we can see that move towards 8. So definitely want to keep on watch today. I am going to be watching that 6 to 620 zone for support, knowing that if it can hold that level, it could be a little bit choppy until it gets up over 7. Then we should have a clear shot towards 8. Yeah, then we should have a clear shot towards 8. As a matter of fact, let me start writing this down because, well, we're building the watch list for the day. So I got to start writing that down. And Prague definitely has to be front and center. Well, we'll do Prague. Watching for the $6 area to hold support. On pullbacks, could have room towards 8. Now, let's look for another support zone because let's say we don't open up above 6. What level could we watch for support? That isn't too deep because 520, you know, I like 520. What about this 550 has been holding up? Is that a level on the daily? It is, but 520 is cleaner. 5 to 520 is cleaner. So I'd say bottom support around 520. Or bottom support around 520 area could have room back over 6. Or dollar area to hold support on pullbacks if we gap over it. Okay, so here's what I'm watching on Prague. So Prague, watching for the $6 area to hold support on pullbacks if we gap over it. It's early, it's only 8:18 a.m. So chances of this gapping up over 6 are actually pretty high. Could have room towards 8, or bottom support around 520 area could have room back up over 6. All right, so that's what I'm watching on Prague. All right, guys. Now, Prague, you must understand as well. Look at the last 2 days of Prague and look at today what it's looking like. I would not be surprised if it makes a big move and then just sells off the rest of the day, comes back down towards 5 and does nothing. That can happen as well. Okay, so if I trade this today, I'm probably gonna be a little bit quicker on the take profits just because it's so extended on the daily. Okay, just because it's so extended on the daily. But definitely one that I'll have the top of my watch list. PayPal. Let's go back towards PayPal. I'm going to be watching PayPal for a potential swing trade. So PayPal, watching for watching for a potential swing trade. Guys, if you don't get this list, we email this list every day, all right? The daily and the weekly watch list, we send those out for free. All you have to do to receive this is go here for watch list, or free watch list. Free watch list. Click here, scroll to the bottom right, and sign up. There you go. So if you want the watch list, all you got to do is scroll there and you'll get that in your inbox for free, okay? So now back towards PayPal. PayPal, I talked about this yesterday in the Discord after hours in the chat. So I'm putting it out here now. PayPal watching for potential swing trade if, and there's a big if, it can hold the 212 area for a move back towards the 220 zone. Gap fill play. Okay, just a heads up on that. Here's your gap fill entry. We've broken up and out of it. We're pulling in today back into it. Let me take a quick look here and see if there's any news, anything going on right now with PayPal, because this is a pretty strong pullback from 216 that we're seeing right now. Not sure if they reported earnings already. Okay, so yeah, they already reported earnings. Expected earnings per share 107. They actually beat it. 111 was the actual earnings per share. So they slightly beat earnings. They got a buy rating. Let me take another look here. Okay, so I don't see any news. All right, so if we hold this 212 area, I will be looking to get long PayPal for a swing trade. All right, we'll see what happens here when the market opens on this stock. All right, next, what do we got? All right, JesseW. JesseW. Let's check and see why this one is gapping up as big as it is. Had a big day yesterday. Had a really big day yesterday. Okay, I don't see any recent news other than, what is this? 19 hours ago. JesseW, we're moving higher on Tuesday after the company reported third quarter earnings and said it will begin production of its first vehicle sooner than expected. Okay, so my God, this thing is ugly. I gotta show you guys this. Hold on. I mean, look, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? But this thing's ugly to me, so I am beholding this picture before you see it, and I think it is not very pretty. I wouldn't buy that. If I got it for a gift, I'd sell it, book the profit, excuse me, and then go make more money with that money. Or buy a better truck. I'm sorry, I showed you. I'm sorry I showed you that. And I thoroughly apologize if some of you like it. It's a funny little truck. It looks like a little Hot Wheel. It looks like a little Tonka truck I'd buy, you know, and give it to my kid. I don't know. Look like a little golf cart. It looks like a golf cart. It looks like a little golf cart that wants to go play off-road with the big boys. That's all. I mean, all right, little buddy. Anyways, that's why JesseW is up. Let's take a look at some levels on G. Yeah, it's a kid's toy, exactly. Let's take a look at some levels on JesseW. Well, look, right out the gates, we found where the resistance has been here in pre-market. It is actually past resistance back here. All right. So we got that past resistance there, and this ugly little truck couldn't make it through. I'm sorry. We got to finish the OEV, otherwise I'm going to make fun of this truck all day. Can you even call it a truck? So watching for $12, you can watch $12. Yeah, you know what? You can watch 12 bucks. Here is some past resistance on it. Maybe it holds up as support. You have some past or previous support right here as well. And maybe we can hold that level there, okay? So that's the level to watch on JesseW. It broke down driving through resistance. If I could highlight a comment in the chat, that would be it. That would be it. I'm gonna get to SPI for sure. We'll get to that one, but can we marvel in JesseW for just 30 more seconds? That thing is weird. Let me write down this, guys, because I'm gonna put JesseW on the watch list here on the back burner list. The beast, that was the beast comment of the morning. I wouldn't even want to trade if I were you. I'd just go back to sleep because it's gonna be hard to beat that today. JesseW watching for the $12 area to hold support on pullbacks. Could have room towards mid 13s. SPI, let's go. Thank you very much for all the last JesseW. You will be missed. I will see you when the market opens. SPI, we got a little gap up here on SPI. Not a big fan of what the downtrend we're seeing here as we get closer to the open on the morning. Let's go see if it has any news. The Cuban coffee has arrived. I love it. Ah, delicious. SPI Energy issues $4.21 million, 10% convertible promissory note with $20 per share conversion price. Okay, that was news yesterday, which is probably why we're seeing this little move now. SPI has not done anything in a very, very long time. Let's see if we can map out some levels on this one. A pullback back down here to 630 is that 200-day moving average. Yesterday, we pierced through it, closed underneath it, but then now we're gapping up above it. 630, this 630 level. Yes, we can, the beast. We can definitely do that. We will be doing that in the Discord all day, guys. So make sure to join the free Discord. Put a link here for you. Boom. There you go. Join us there. So 630s on SPI would be a level to watch for support. You could see previously there was a level here where it bounced off of, okay, in that 630 range. And that coincides right now with more or less that 200-day moving average. So you can watch that as bottom support, I would say, right? In my opinion, at least. As of right now, a more recent, closer support zone. Let's take a look here. Look at this support across this 720 line. Look at that. Look how long it held that level and bounced off of it until we cracked underneath it. And then we've struggled to get back above it. Today here in pre-market, we have broken above it, but we have struggled yet again to hold it. I'm probably not going to put this on the watch list. All the gap ups get sold into drastically, and it has not been able to hold that level. I don't think this news is going to do it. But that's some levels there to watch on SPI. All right, I'm going to leave it up here just in case throughout the day it hits the scans and it becomes something tradable for me. I'll already have those lines and my arrows already drawn there to remind me of those levels. All right, let's see what else we got on the scans here. We already did Prague with the JesseW, ENCS. Now, this is disgusting. This is as ugly as JesseW's truck. There we go. Need a sound effect board. CEI getting a little bounce. No thanks. Lucid. Let's get on over to Lucid. Guys, remember this stream runs 8 to 9 a.m. Monday through Thursday. All right, Monday through Thursday we run the stream 8 to 9 a.m. Yeah, it's like expected here. Lucid doing a little bit of a double top on the pre-market action here from yesterday's after hours to today's at 62. It's kind of made the move already. We talked about this move. I know some people in chat caught it. I'm so pumped for you. This is a nice move. We talked about it yesterday in the stream too. Yesterday here in the live stream, we talked about this exact move towards $60. And there you go. Final profit target has been reached. So I would no longer be in this position if I were in it. Meaning this morning, I would have woken up and taken my final take profit in front of $60. Okay, in front of $60. Where's 60? Where's 60? There. So anywhere between like $59, $58, $60, I would have taken my final take profit, been done with Lucid, and now I just sit back. Why? Because, well, look at this daily chart. Now, does this mean Lucid can't give us a bounce play? Of course it can. But the bigger move, I think, for now is pretty much done. Look at this daily chart. Boom. Final target hit. Whoa, my kid is out there going nuts. So there you go. Lucid, final target hit there. This one has been on the weekly watch list for a while as well. Now, as far as today, I'll keep it on watch for a hold of yesterday's highs. I'll keep it on watch for a hold of yesterday's highs, and that's about it. 55, 60. So 55 to $55 area, let's say. Lucid, keeping on watch for a hold of yesterday's highs. For a hold of yesterday's highs around the $55, $56 area. Could give a bounce back to the 62 zone pre-market highs. All right. That's what I'm watching for. That's what I'm watching for there on Lucid. All right, guys, that's what I'm watching there on Lucid right now is that. So right now we have Frog on watch, day trade, JesseW on watch, day trade, Lucid on watch, day trade, PayPal on watch, swing trade. All right. Oh, we need to visit Facebook because Facebook is still that open swing trade that I've been in now for quite a while. I stepped into that trade knowing that it was going to probably take a few months. Okay, I gotta stop calling it Facebook. It's loose. It's a Meta. I just don't like the name. I don't like the name. So Meta, this reverse head and shoulders pattern. Yesterday we held the 50-day moving average really nicely. I took a day trade on it based off of that 50-day on a gap down reversal, which gave me a few points. Nice little profit on the day, and I was done. I added a little bit, just very small amount in front of that 50-day moving average. My cost basis on this trade is still $326 and change. And I don't think I'm going to add again to Facebook unless we get somehow, and I don't want it to, honestly, because I want this reverse head and shoulders to stay intact. Unless we get back down here towards my entry zone where that 200-day moving average is at and we hold it, then maybe I'll add my final piece on it. Or if we break this neckline, begin to hold it, and then start that squeeze. Now, I don't think Facebook gets back up here like in December. I don't think so. If it wants to give me that early Christmas present, then by all means, Facebook, bring it on. But I think it's going to take, if we hold levels and we remain bullish on this bounce back, I think we get up there in a few months. So maybe in the first quarter of next year, right? At the latest. That's what I think. Right? And And I hope we do, because if the Fed starts to raise rates, I don't think Facebook is going to suffer like many other tech companies, because look, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, these are profitable companies, right? These are profitable companies. So when Fed raises rates, they're not going to be as affected by that. Okay, their valuation is not going to be as affected by that. So I do plan to hold a portion of this. I plan to sell 75% of this position for profit, pay myself, right? Because, well, I need a salary, pay myself, and then I'm going to hold on to 25% for a long-term investment, because I don't have a long-term exposure on Facebook. You want to laugh? When Facebook IPO'd, I had a Scott Trade account, and I literally bought, I don't remember if it was 10 or 100 shares. I don't remember. I sold most of them for a small loss, or like a break even, because I didn't know anything about the stock market. I just knew Facebook. So, and I kept one share. That was in my Scott Trade account. That company no longer exists. It got bought out by TD Ameritrade. I logged into my TD Ameritrade over the weekend because I was fiddling around with TOS to see if I liked it. I still don't like it. And I saw my one share in there. I am literally up 900% on that one share. I should have kept them all. So that's all I have is exposure. My daughter has more exposure almost than I do to Facebook, and she's 2 years old, because I have her little investment account I did for her. I started last year. So I'll keep 25% because I want to have exposure in my long-term portfolio to Facebook, and then I'll add to that. You know, I'll use it kind of like a core, and I'll add to it throughout the years. That's it. What feels odd, Joanne? Not having Facebook? I don't know. I just saw that comment. I don't know if it's older or if it's recent. So anyways, guys, that's just an update on the Facebook swing trade. I knew going into that trade that this is a long-term swing, meaning typically my swing trades are overnight holds and maybe a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe that's like a longer one. But going into Facebook, going into PayPal, if I get PayPal, these are longer term swing holds. So these are going to be holds that could take me a few months to come to fruition. But it's money that's just sitting there. I don't mind putting it to work, make me some money along the way. All right, just a heads up on that. So we have Prog, GOEV, Lucid, PayPal. Those are on the watch list right now. Let's go take a look at Roblox. Did I drink my coffee? All of it? Yes, I did. I want more. Yesterday we talked about Roblox in the morning in the pre-market session. We talked about Roblox possibly holding on in here and maybe giving us a cup and handle pattern, a mini one anyways. It decided to say, Jesse, I don't care what you want, and it went to the moon without me. And it did it so silently I didn't even realize it until lunchtime. So now what I'm going to be watching on Roblox is going to be for a pullback back down into this line, which is this previous double top all-time high. Okay, that's what I'm going to be watching for on Roblox. Pull back into that, maybe it gives us a bounce. That would be another potential swing trade I'm looking at. I'm looking at a lot of swing trades coming into the middle end of this month. So Roblox, PayPal, Facebook. I don't typically swing trade penny stocks unless it's like an overnight hold, maybe a 2-day hold at max. I prefer to trade swing trade. When I swing trade, I prefer to swing trade big companies, right? Large cap stocks. Right? I don't really like to swing trade the pennies. The pennies, you're exposed to offerings and such overnight and random news. No thanks. So watching Roblox for that 110 area to hold support. All right, let's take, it's 8:39. Man, time flies when you're looking at some good stuff on the scans. Let's see if there's anything else here that requires being put on the watch list. We haven't gone over Tesla or the SPY. Okay, the scans haven't changed much. Let me take a quick look at my TI scans here off camera. Give me 1 second. Let me look at those. All right. I see YQ Mullen. Ah, there's no volume on YQ. Oh my god, what is this? Why is it even on the gapper list? MULN. Very light volume. Let's see if there's any news catalyst on this thing. Have you not noticed this morning? There is a whole lot of lack of press releases. And we talked about this yesterday. The closer we start to get to Thanksgiving, the bigger lack in press releases we're going to see. And heads up, guys, because I care about everyone that follows me. I really do. And I know there's a lot of you who might be very new traders. You've only been in the market for a few months or a year or maybe two. Next week, we have Thanksgiving. Everybody knows, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Those days, especially Tuesday and Wednesday, if there's nothing credible out there, will be riddled with pump and dumps. Some will have extensions and will actually have nice clean moves. Those are the ones I want to trade if I see them. But there's going to be an obscene amount of them, typically speaking, that are just going to have no volume, random volume spikes, straight up and straight back down. As a matter of fact, let me show you really quickly what I'm talking about. Let me show you really quickly the type of stuff that you might see next week. I really, really want you to see this because you need to train your eyes. You need to train your eyes for this, okay? Watch. Let me find one because I always take screenshots of these things. And then we use them as training exercises in the chat room. So we use them as training exercises in the chat room, guys. All right, here we go. Beautiful. Look at this. You see how this stock right here is doing nothing? It opened up in the morning and it's literally doing nothing. Nothing. It's just opens up sideways. There's zero volume. Look at this. There's no volume. And then out of nowhere, during lunch specifically as well, boom, huge move, big volume. And then right back down to where it came from, no volume. That is the definition of a pump and dump, all right? And you'll see that a lot right around those holiday times because volume starts to, what? Go down, okay? It starts to dry up. And unscrupulous, like chat room leaders out there with thousands or tens of thousands of followers, Twitter followers with hundreds of thousands of Twitter followers, newsletters and all that, they will take on positions, all right, on these no volume plays. They'll just be buying them. And then on that day, they'll send out an alert, okay, or a news catalyst, some fake stuff. They'll put it out there, rumors, and you'll see those poof, they'll sell into that. Okay, as people chase it, they'll sell. And then when people are like, oh my God, this is not looking right, they start selling. Stop losses start getting hit. And before you know it, you just lost a boatload of money before Thanksgiving. And then your turkey doesn't taste good. So there you go. Okay. This is the type of stuff that I'm always teaching in the Discord as well, guys. So right there, free Discord, come on over and join. YQ was a reverse split. Yeah, and it has zero volume. So MULN to debut the 5 EV crossover today. Oh my God, another EV crossover. So that's what's going on here on this one. I mean, it might get some hype. So let's watch some levels here. I'll put it on the back burner list. Ugh, this chart is so ugly. It's so wicky. But we are over some potential key levels here around 14. I mean, 15 is really better, but all right, we'll watch that $14 zone. What time is it? All right, 13.50. Watch 13.50. MULN. All right, I'm gonna put this on the back burner. MULN. So MULN debuts. What is this again? Today's the 17th, yeah, today. So debuts. What is it called? 5 EV crossover today, November 17th. Watching for the 1350 area to hold support on pullbacks. Could have room towards 16. Right there. So could have room towards 16 area. So we'll keep that one as a back burner because it doesn't have a lot of volume here in pre-market at all, okay? Just a heads up on that. That's what I'm looking at right now. All right, let me take a look at the TI scans once again, see if there's anything else. That's where I got that one from. And that one has a small float, so be careful with it. Those tend to get moved around by large followings as well. 4.22 million shares in the float. Nothing. All right, I don't see anything else worthy of anything. YQ only has 145,000 shares traded in pre-market. So right now it's not something I'd look at. We got most of these already jotted down. Okay, so that's good. All right, guys, those of you who are new to the stream, I do this Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So in about 15 minutes, it'll be 9 a.m. and I'll move over to the Discord. There's a link there in chat. You can click that and come join us. It's free to join and you can take part there and hang out with us. So right now it's looking like we got everything that's on the scans. I'll give it a few minutes here, see if something else pops up. But in the meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, any tickers you want me to look up, throw them up in chat. I'll be happy to bring them up here on the board for you. And we can take a look at them together. All right. In the meanwhile, let me show you something here. If I can find it. Oh, guys, you know what we didn't do this morning? Guys? We didn't go over our quote of the day. Yeah, we didn't go over the quote of the day, guys. Michael Scott. Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope to find it along the way. Sounds like a lot of my YouTube videos sometimes. Yes, I just burned myself. All right, OSTK. Let's go look at that one for you, Joel. OSTK. Isn't that, yeah, Overstock. I was like, isn't that Overstock? What a move on Overstock. What even is that? This is why I'm sitting on a bunch of cash. And when we get I know that the next crash when the Fed raises rates isn't going to be like this. It's not going to happen. Not that drastic. But we're going to get a nice fat pullback. And I'm going to scoop up everything that I think is good and I like and is potentially strong. Because my God. Did you see that move? That is insanity. I mean, that chart tells you everything right there that you need to know. We're in front of tremendous resistance. Have not been able to break through that level. Okay. Have not been able to break through that level. What does that mean? It means that level is crazy strong. And you want to look for that level for when it eventually does break. You want to look for that level to become support. I would not buy in front of that level because, well, think about it like this. What is the greater likelihood? That we tap and retrace, or that we just break through it and boom, extend, 30, 40 points in 2 days? What's more likely to happen? Both can happen, right? But you have more downside risk than you do upside potential, because you're only going to have upside towards that 120 zone from back here. But you can fall all the way back down here to like 85 bucks. So for me, I would either wait for a pullback back down here towards this group of moving averages that looks amazing here. You got the 200, the 100, and the 50-day in that $80 zone. for a pullback if you like that zone for a bounce play, or I'd wait for a break and hold of 109, 110. Show me their support there, and then let's see if I can ride it towards 120. Clear defined stop loss. Let's say I'm in there at 112. I'm risking like $3 for the shot at making at least 8. That's a good risk reward. So there you go. That's how quickly that can be done, guys. And you know, we do this in the Discord all the time. As well as if you want to check out all the courses, you can always just go to the daytraderchatroom.com and you can check out everything here. As a matter of fact, you know, if you're into like really getting deep into learning, here are the 2 options. My pleasure. You have the monthly option there and the annually. The annually obviously gives you access to every single course, locked in price, and every time a new course comes out, you automatically get access to it. There are no, oh, we came out with a new course. Yearly members, you owe me $100 now. No, we don't do that. One fee for the year, you get access to everything. All right. Just a heads up on that. If you're into actually wanting to go through like a well-organized educational system. All right, guys, so we got 9 minutes to the bell here. I'm not to the bell, to 9 a.m. my bell, where I go ahead and take a quick little water break and then I jump on over to the Discord. So I don't see anything new hitting the scans here. ENCSC, I'm sorry, ENSC still selling off, so that's why I didn't want to put that one on the list. I expect today to be a prog day and then possibly some of those bigger names. As a matter of fact, let's put Rivian on the list. Woof, that thing got smoked. See, now it takes the trade. I don't know if the options were out on it already, so I was going to look for puts today if we were going to show weakness. But now it's taken the entire upside trade away, all right, earlier, like yesterday in the afternoon. And then today it took the entire downside trade away, because now what? You can expect a bounce play possibly here. So it's kind of taking the whole downside trade away. That kind of sucks. Let's go check out Tesla real quick. So Tesla with a nice little, yeah, it got wrecked. So Tesla with a nice little gap up here, trying to hold that 1054 zone. If it holds that level, you got room to 1080. You got room to 1080 on Tesla. I'll put it on the back burner list. Tesla watching for 1054 area to hold support. Could have room towards 1080. We got Prog, GOEV, LCID, PayPal, Mullen, MULN, Tesla. Looks like a pretty good watch list today. Definitely a lot better than yesterday's. Not much small caps. Not much small caps other than Prog. They haven't been trading the greatest, to be honest with you, overall. Prog has been just a beast. But that's a rarity. So we got Prog and GOEV on the watch list. I'm not going to mess with CEI. CEI has so many bag holders from those Twitter pumps that I'm not going to touch it. I'm just not going to touch it. It's obviously getting a nice little bounce off a dollar. You obviously had the 200-day, the 100-day moving average there, and it's a psychological level that people feel comfortable buying in front of, as well as previous support. Back here. You see that? Back here. So, of course, you're going to get a little bounce off that zone. I'm not going to put this on watch. I'm not going to trade that. All right. All right, guys, do me a quick little favor before we call it a morning. Make sure to smash that like button for me. It helps out tremendously. Stock College, sorry, wrong chat. What do you mean? I don't know if you posted something and it was the wrong chat. I'm not sure what you're talking about. So I don't really see any past posts from you here on the comment section. But if there's anything I can help you, let me know. Oh, another thing, guys, if you start to notice, as the volume decreases, you'll start to get smaller attention or smaller attendance in free streams on YouTube, in Discords, in chat rooms as we get closer to Thanksgiving. Been doing this for a few years now, and this is exactly the same theme that I see every time. So we're going to start to see a few new nice moves leading into that zone, and then around Tuesday, Wednesday, we're really going to start to see, the drops in like the overall, right, in the overall small cap world. Just a heads up on that. All right, guys, so we got 5 minutes to 9 here. At 9, I will be heading on over to the Discord, okay? I'll be heading on over to the Discord, and you can check it out here. It's completely free to join, all right? So if you have any questions in the meanwhile here in these last 5 minutes, please throw them up there in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. All right, because there's really nothing else to go over as far as the scans go. Well, really quickly, another stock that I'm probably looking to get into on a swing trade, as well as just add to my long term, will be Disney. Down here in these mid 150s. I might even add to it today. My average on Disney is like $80 something. I bought last year down there. Love it. Just wish I had more. But yeah, just another one there I'm looking to add to, okay? Just a quick heads up on that. Oh, that's right. I was going to show you something really quickly here before we call it for the morning. I wanted to show you something really quickly. Okay, you guys ready? We got like 3 minutes before it's 9 and then I got to run. But I want to show you one thing. Again, I already showed you this earlier, but I want to show it to you again because it is ugly. Oh man, I just wanted to end the stream with a laugh. Because that thing is hideous. The beast, it couldn't break resistance because why? What did you say earlier? That was funny, dude. Let me see if I find that comment. I'm not sure if you're still in here. It broke down driving through resistance. There it is. Oh man, that was great. I don't know. Truck wise, the Rivian truck looks nice. I think the front of it is a little plain. I think they need to do something there to spruce it up some. But as far as EV pickups go, the Rivian one looks really, really, really nice. The Tesla one, I don't like it. I know some people absolutely love it. I don't. I think that Tesla, what is it called? Cybertruck. There's just two schools of thought on it. Either you really, really, really like it, or you absolutely think it's only a face a mother can love. And I am on this side of the fence when it comes to the Cybertruck. I think it's hideous. In reverse, Tesla cars, they look pretty cool. The Rivian pickup, now that thing looks bad to the bone. I like it. This JesseW thing, just no comment at this point. That thing is nasty looking. Like a little toy. I just want to pick it up like this, just vroom, vroom, vroom. It is what it is, guys. That is my opinion on the JesseW truck. I don't like it. It looks like a Jeep that got cut off in front and then they just made it more circular. It looks like something that will topple over in a Safari. I can do this all morning long on the JesseW truck, but I shall not because I do not want to drive you crazy with it, even though we had a lot of fun with it earlier. Now, we got 1 minute here. I'm going to head on over to the Discord, all right? I want to thank you guys again for joining the stream this morning. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? What day is? Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. Okay, so tomorrow's Thursday, last day for the stream this week. I run it Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I look forward in seeing you here tomorrow in the morning. We'll do this all over again. Hopefully we'll have more stocks. Today, PROG, JesseW, LCID, PayPal, MULN, and Tesla are the ones I have on my watch list. Some for day trades, some for swing trades. We've been over them together. I love making this list with you guys. I hope to do it again tomorrow. Thank you guys very much for joining. All right. And smash the like button for me. It really goes a long way. I will be posting my recap video later today. And once again, I definitely look forward. Oh, Rustar, welcome to the Discord. Thank you very much for joining. I look forward to seeing you guys in the Discord. There's a link here in the chat. Join for free and I'll see you there. Peace out, guys.